The boys found this on Facebook Marketplace. This is, what year is this? Babe? Ad said 2004. They don't think it is. They thought it was a 400 little 2x4 mule type vehicle. And when they got there, they found out it was a 1000 4x4 with a hydraulic dump bed and winch. It hasn't run. Well, it runs, but it doesn't idle. So the guy came down another 1,000, and the boys were able to pick this up for $1,000. $2,000. So they just got back from returning the trailer because they had to go rent a trailer to get it. And they are in the process of putting a battery in. We all have bets on how many miles are on it. We wrote it all down. And we also have bets on how many hours it'll take Dave to get it to idle. So, you gonna get that battery tightened up?
Let's do it. All right. Brand new Everstart Walmart battery.
Let's see what happens. Turn the key.
We hear the fuel pump.
We got lights.
We need some.
Is there gas in it?
32.2 miles.
What?
We'll put the original ECM back in it tomorrow and verify how many hours, because I am definitely curious.
32 miles. I'm not buying it. Okay. So, turn the key. Let's see what happens. They didn't do anything. They just showed up and put on a trailer because, well, it's not seized. Okay. We have our work cut out for us. Oh, and it has a hydraulic dump bed. The guy said when he parked it, his dog tried to sleep in it and tore up the seat, but that's no big deal because I'm pretty good with upholstery. And here she is. He is. His name is Cowboy. He's actually pretty big. He's almost as wide as John's Nitro. It's almost as wide as this. Pretty wide. Maybe not as long, but it's pretty wide. All right, boys are gonna put some gasolina in. Gurgle, 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 gurgle. Gas gauge said it was empty. So it's a, how do you say it? Bennche? Bennche? Well, let us know down in the comments how you think this is enunciated, pronunciated. See how we have this gasoline on hand? Because, well, the moving truck got refilled by the boat. We brought a couple 100 gallons of fuel in the boat I towed. All right, we got fuel in it now. We'll see if we got spark. So the winch was all wrapped around, I guess the cable's all wrapped around the bumper, so they're gonna see if it works.
We had to use it to pull ourselves out. Putting the tension on that cable.
Winch works.
to a good start because we don't have oil in there.
Oil in the engine?
Oil in the coolant.
Oh.
Like a blown head gasket. Don't see anything in there.
That's a pretty small pack. Boy, we saw a friggin' what was it? Sale barn or sale auction going on. There's trucks. The parking lot was full. Trucks up and down the road, at least half a mile wide, both directions. They're all pickups. I'm like, it's farm implements and farm stuff. What do you want to do? Bring the smart car?
Yeah. So once again, we don't have any tools. We can't find the keys to the toolboxes.
But we got John's tool bag.
But we got John's tool bag.
It'd be a 1/4 inch. There's a hose off. Where does this hose go to? I think it's just... I'm taking off the shit, I don't know. Some form of air intake box, air. I don't really know.
So what are you saying? This isn't a Suzuki?
Everybody says they all are the same. I don't know. I just gotta tear things apart to figure out what's going on. Look at that, melted on the exhaust. Alright. So let's just figure out what the heck. Okay, so here's a hose. And where does that hose lead us? This should not be like this. This is what's going to be screwing us over. So I got to get, I think there's a screw in that bag. It's weird, man. Where is the actual, I guess that's the TPS, but man, I don't see diddle. I'm not even sure where the IAC is on this thing. Yeah, I don't understand. This is another IAC. Wait a minute now.
Yeah, like I told the guy, or I told Jake, my brother, I'm like, he said it was 2004, but I think it's 2014. So the VIN number was down there. And we got the picture. And the model.
2015.
Dude.
Total score! See where it faded in the sun? Damn, Skippy.
$2,000. Shouldn't be avoided. Let's go around. She's already doubled value.
Right? You can sell her and buy appliances. Oh, please. Look at Scupper got prettied for the camera. She put her head in that sweater so fast it was in the sleeve. I know, but she wanted to look pretty. It's a 2015.
14 or 15, which is like just before we found that number. I told Dave, we gotta find the VIN number. Beforehand, like 10 minutes prior, I just texted Jason. I'm like, I think the guy fat figured. I think it's like a 2014. It doesn't look like a 2004.
Why is this rocking?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the schematics. I don't know what this is. I've never seen a computer that you can open up that makes music. That looks like an ECM.
John's like doing touchdowns already.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what this is. I have to look it up.
Scuppy, you want to get on camera?
I don't know.
Say hi.
Shift control or,
Say, I'm Scuppy. I got pretty. I put my sweater on so I can say hi to my Aunt Lori because she loves me bunches and bunches. Don't I look pretty? Yeah. Your sister is somewhere out there chasing mice or something. Here she comes. Baby! Bibi! She's on a scent. She's on a scent. Look at her go. All right, back to the boys.
But look, here's the factory. What I don't know what this bolt is. It's just like a
Looks like spare parts to me.
spare part. Looks like something important. Actually, it's way more.
Looks like a spare part. All right, so we were trying to figure out how many miles are on the equipment,
Oh yeah, here's
and I guessed 2,800. Jenna guessed 1,200. I'm sorry, Dave guessed 2,800. Jenna guessed 12. I guessed 4,560. And John Pruitt guessed 1,000. We turned on the what do you call it, the UTV, and it says 38 miles.
32.2.
Or 32.2 miles, so we're guessing the ECM had been changed.
Oh, you're guessing. I'm not.
Because that's not feasible. But these are our guesses on how many hours till Dave has it idling. So let's see who wins.
Well,
Big shout out.
moving to Kentucky, I lost my keys to my toolboxes. A friend gave me a tool set for my journey.
ECU.
He thought that was the ECU,
Right.
but I'm not leaning towards that yet.
Right. No, the ECU is real too.
Yeah, remember I said I didn't recognize
Right.
how that was.
I'm gonna hold this so you have
Yeah, I think this guy ran something in. Yeah, it's too big. Let me get. I don't think we got the right plug in here. Because here's the factory toolkit, and it's not even coming close to fitting on there.
You wouldn't have put the toolbox keys on your keychain?
Nope.
Why not on your truck?
All right, guys. Plan today, try to get the side-by-side up and running, waiting for the Postal Service to come around. They've delayed a couple days because the roads have been solid ice. What I'm trying to do today, somebody installed the wrong spark plug. It's the right spark plug, but it's the wrong size socket. This is an 18 millimeter, calls for 5/8. Therefore, I can't get the spark plug out. So I'm having to JB weld a socket onto the porcelain, and hopefully I can get the spark plug out, put the correct ones in. So that is today's plan, and hopefully the crank sensor arrives also. So object is to get this thing up and running by this weekend, and we'll go from there. All right, guys. Spark plug is coming out with JB weld welded inside that socket to the porcelain. I'm glad it is coming out. I was not in the mood to pull a head off because of broken spark plug. All right, so we got the spark plug out. It appears to have made some kind of contact, or some kind of water intrusion also. That explained why it didn't idle for the guy. One, being the wrong spark plug, couldn't change the spark plugs. The guy had wrenched a pair of pliers on the end to tighten it up. Would have been just easier to just put the right spark plug in. So since that isn't gapped correctly, you're definitely not going to run correctly. So, inching our way through a basket case, but at the end of the day, we'll get it done. All right, here we are. Mailman just dropped off all the goods. This is what we have. Apparently the guy that I bought this from was just throwing parts at it and not really troubleshooting and trying to figure out what was wrong with it. He said he bought it from the guy, same issue, couldn't figure it out, whatever. So 0 for 2. After figuring it out and the parts that they swapped, apparently they put a fuse panel in there because they thought that the fuse panel was the ECM, which is not correct. It controls stuff to the ECM, but it's not the actual computer on this bike. So, further inspection, they threw a 700cc UTV fuse panel in, which has a burnt contact throughout. So apparently that was not the correct part to swap in on a 1000. So I pulled the 1000 back out of the glove box that he had left in there. Nothing wrong with it, just missing a couple fuses and so forth. So I ordered some new fuses. I ordered the correct spark plugs and ordered a new CKP sensor because the other one was shorted to ground. So let me turn the camera around. I'll show you what we got, and then let's get this thing back together and see if she fires up. So what we have here is the replacement one that was in the bike when we got it. He said that this one, which was for the 1000cc, was no good, and threw it in the glove box. This one, and if anybody knows me, I'll buy something, tear everything apart just so I know, the story behind things and what things look like before moving forward. Well, this one had a burnt contact and it had incorrect fuses in there. So we ordered some new mini fuses to put back in here. So here are the spark plugs. They were kind of a bitch to get out, but I got them out. The first one was just hand tight, not a big deal. I was able to put some pliers on it, pull it out. This one, a little bit more stubborn. I took a 3/8 socket, JB welded it to this, and then I was able to get it out. So the head on this is 18 millimeter, which will not fit down in the heads of this bike. So I had to order the correct ones, and the correct one is a 5/8 standard spark plug socket. So I got 2 of those, so should be good. And then we have the new crank position sensor. So stand by.
Alrighty, so it looks like we're gonna give this key a turn and see if we can get some action. So let me turn this screen around and we'll see what happens.
Whoever installed or swapped the part out, the crank position sensor was incorrect. The new one is a lot longer, so that would definitely close the air gap to the flywheel for a reading. So, but the other one was bad because it was shorted to ground. So here we go. Everything's back together. Let's see if she fires up. Hey, how about it?
Woo!
Going on Craigslist, worth out.
So how much time have in it altogether?
Altogether, if I had my tools and wasn't locked out of my toolboxes, I probably got about an hour and a half, 2 hours into it.
I won. Project supervisors, Scupper. Project supervisor, Cheddar. And project supervisor, BB. All right, see what happens when he puts it in gear. It stalled.
Guys, today we hooked up the diagnostic cable to the engine from a rough idle. Further diagnostic shows that the TPS sensor that somebody had installed 3 times, because there's 2 of them sitting in the glove box, ended up being bad, tested bad, short to ground. So I brought the other 2 inside, tested them out. They tested good. So slapped it on. It's not rocket science installing it on the throttle body. There's no preload, nothing like that to set it. Whoever put the last one on preloaded it so far, I don't even know how it was even possible. It must have destroyed the switch itself. So installed the new used on it and made sure all voltages were good, and we are race ready. She idles good, and we're ready to turn and burn. Software I got, it's actually a hack job. I downloaded it off the internet, and I had to order 2 different cables, one from eBay from China and the other one from somewhere else, but it all works together, tells you all your codes, gives you all your parameters. Cleared every code possible that was stored on here. There was about 15 of them. But now everything's good. Temperature's good, voltages are good, and she's on to the next little tinker job on it.
John's putting his seatbelt on. He's got to warm up. We had Scuppy in the middle. She had her paws over me like this, and BB on my lap. We took him for a ride. BB!